Die Hard 2 or Die Hard 4?
2.
Yes. Die Hard 1.
I like the way you asked me my opinion and then said it was correct.
Die Hard 1 or Die Hard 3?
1. 1 is the best Die Hard movie. 1 is the best Die Hard movie. It's a heartwarming Christmas story.
But Die Hard...
And only 1 has Hans Gruber in it.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson...
Yeah, but Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman... Jeremy Irons.
Alan Rickman.
It's two sides of the same coin.
Glorious coin.
I mean, you're right, it is Die Hard 1.
Yeah, it is.
But there
You're
is
damn right it is.
But there is that part...
I'll fight you.
There is that part in the back of my mind that goes... Come on now.
Here's one that could be a toy for some people. Die Hard or Lethal Weapon?
Oh, Die Hard.
Yeah, it's close, but it's Die Hard for me.
Do you know what?
What? It'd be a lot closer if it wasn't for like the subsequent events of Mel Gibson's life.
I was going to say, like, part of the issue with picking anything that involves Mel Gibson is that it involves Mel Gibson.
It's hell being Mel.
Who I didn't realise was some crazy Jew-hating bastard.
You're damn right he is. Yeah. I think Kevin Smith said it best. He was like, you know, back when we used to watch Lethal Weapon when we were kids, it's like, oh man, Riggs is crazy. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, wow, Riggs was crazy. We should have seen the signs and given him some fucking help.
Alien or Aliens?
I'm an Aliens man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell me why.
I can't do it, like, because it's one of those things where Alien and Aliens, it's so close, and they're different. They're in many ways different movies.
Oh, they're very, like,
in a Terminator 1, Terminator 2 sort of way.
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
like, the first is very much like horror.
Yep.
And the second one still has horror elements, but it's like more fucking fun.
It's an action. It's a popcorn.
And both of them also strong female protagonists.
Yep.
Particularly the second installment of Terminator. Yeah, I think maybe Aliens. I haven't seen either of those movies in a very, very long time. Then again, I'm one of those people as well who didn't entirely hate Prometheus.
Well, now you're just talking silly
language. No, you see, what it is that I appreciate some of the things they were trying to do while also acknowledging that it could have been done a hell of a lot better. And I love your one, Noomi Rapace. She did a really good performance. The one thing about it that just makes me irrationally angry is just that she's running away from the thing as it's rolling towards her. She could run right, she could run left and dodge the thing entirely, but she keeps running in a straight fucking line. It's just fucking turn!
Mm-hmm.
That does my note in. But other than that, like, I'm fine with it. Like, it's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, but I also didn't regret... And also Fassbender.
Yeah, Fassbender. Yeah.
Is it Guy Pearce? Guy Pearce is the dude. The guy running the Wayland Yutani Corporation. His name fucking escapes me.
I can't think of Guy Pearce without thinking of fucking Iron Man 3 now.
Fuck that movie.
Can we at least say...
No.
Can we?
Unless what the end of that sentence is that movie is an abomination.
Besides that Ben Kingsley is at least somewhat enjoyable.
Ben Kingsley is in... Look, Ben Kingsley...
He chews that scenery.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley in the first half of that movie is the best villain in all of the fucking Marvel universe to that point. Ben Kingsley in the second half of that film is great if it was in another movie. That is the exact moment where that movie falls off the cliff into irredeemable. The fucking Trevor Slattery shit. In isolation, I can enjoy that. In a movie that isn't Iron Man 3. In a movie where I'm not going into that. Like, you saw that trailer, and that was, like, the fucking best thing ever, the trailer for that. Like, the fucking, you'll never see me coming.
I don't remember.
You know, where he's, like, this cross between, like, Fred Phelps and Osama bin Laden.
I don't remember.
Where he's just, like, he's this weird kind of terrorist, messianic figure. Like, I'll show you after this. And that trailer is fucking boss. I don't care who said it.
I don't remember the trailer.
It's so good. Yeah. It really is. And it sets it up to be like he's this, like, this is, you know, all your villains, your Lokis and stuff like that, it's all been great, but the fucking Mandarin's here now and shit's about to get wrecked. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out to be the fucking, my Hamlet was the toast of Croydon and shit like that. Which again, right, in a separate movie is fucking hysterically funny. But I was already wavering with that movie. I was like, okay, there's an unacceptable amount of Gwyneth Paltrow in this movie so far already. And then on top of that...
You sexist pig.
No, it's not, look. Her character is terrible. And the fact that she saves the day at the end makes it even worse. I am fine with chicks saving the day. I was literally just talking about how much I love Terminator and Aliens because they're strong female protagonists. Go fuck yourself, buddy.
Boy,
No.
I've sent you off on one here.
You've no idea how much I hate Iron Man 3. I could go on for fucking... We could do a podcast about that and it'd be 2 hours long and you wouldn't get a word in. That movie's a fucking abomination. That kid in it is the fucking short round of the Iron Man franchise. Fuck that kid. That kid is awful. And right... He had already been... I'm sorry about this. He had already been in it for a while. I was already wavering. I was already on the way out. Going, I don't really like this film, but at least the Mandarin is good. And then that fucking Mandarin thing happened. And for the rest of the fucking film, I just sat there stewing in pure fucking anger. Oh god, that movie is so bad. And then he fucking blows up all the suits. Why does he blow up all the suits? It's like, okay, yeah, no, the Mandarin and the fake Mandarin have been defeated. So now I'm never going to need to be a superhero. Oh, and you know that arc reactor, that thing that's keeping the shrapnel away from my heart? Oh, at some point, off screen, I figured out how to fucking fix that. So now I'm going to take the arc reactor out and become, as the honest trailer said for it, regular man. And then all of a sudden, right, by Avengers 2, he's back in the fucking suits. What happened?
Money happened. I tell you what, I didn't realise what I never knew really what your buttons to push were. I've clearly now found out what at least one of them.
Iron Man 3, yeah. You should talk to Brian about the day that he because he had texted me earlier in the day saying it's brilliant.
What, today?
No, earlier in the day that when it came out, because he saw it in the morning, I saw it in the evening, and said it was brilliant. So that really set the fucking thing high for me.
Yeah, Brian is prone to making irrational comments.
The first time I spoke to him about the thing, I think I dressed him down for about 20 minutes about it. I genuinely, I got thick with him, because I was like, no, you can't be that stupid. No one can be that thick. Oh man, I hate that movie so much. Iron Man 2...
Oh, fuck this Oddish.
Iron Man 2 is a hot mess of a movie, right? Because there's about 4 million things going on at the same time.
It's a Spider-Man 3 kind of...
Yeah, it's there's too much going on. Yeah. Because they're trying to set up more villains. They're trying to set up fucking Black Widow.
Can I just...
And they're trying to set up the Avengers.
Just make this quite clear. I don't care about any of this.
No, but...
Just as long as we have that established.
But this is the thing, people go and they, in those Phase 1 Marvel movies, and they shit on Thor and Captain America, but at least fucking...
See, the Captain America one I don't understand, because...
Neither of those movies did I go in and get something different from what I was expecting, apart from, certain elements of Thor where it was a wacky 50s screwball comedy.
I generally like the first Captain America film because it's just a World War One... Well, not World War Two, sorry.
It's fine, it's
espionage.
It's a little dull at points.
Yeah, it's very long.
Yeah.
But it's like an origin story.
And Thor as well. I think Thor is 2 different films trying to be one film.
But Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Tony Hopkins and fucking Tom Hiddleston.
Wake the fuck up! For fuck's sake!
They're both great, and then some of the stuff that happens, again, if it happened in a different movie, the skits that are happening down on Earth with the fish out of water stuff, is fine, but...
Oh, and Natalie Portman. I mean...
Yeah. Although, and again, I don't think people appreciate that. It's Natalie Portman, quite a respected actress. How they fucking swing to get her in a Thor movie at the time, because this is before, only really Iron Man had come out by the time they had cast Thor. You know, but yeah, I hate Iron Man 3. I hate it more than words can possibly ever express.
Are you okay, baby?
Iron Man 3 makes me as irrationally angry as... I'm trying to think of any other comic book movie that makes me as irrationally angry, and I think the only one I can think of is X-Men 3.
No, see, X-Men 3...
Spider-Man 3 was so far into bad, I was fucking laughing hysterically for 2 hours. The same could be said of... what was the other... Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin was so far into bad that it was just funny.
Can I make this quite clear right now? I fucking love Batman and Robin.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's
the worst. It's hot garbage.
It's fucking incredible.
Eyes to see you. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Yeah. But it's so bad that you can't take it seriously. My whole thing about, Iron Man 3 is that Iron Man 3, the film, it made it look like it was going to be, and the film it was playing out as in Act 1, it's not the film we got. We got this complete fucking bait and switch bollocks. that like there was no reason to do it.
Yeah.
Because God bless Ben Kingsley,
God bless.
treasure, a great actor.
Have you seen?
But if you look at his IMDb page, it's pretty conclusive. He'll do almost anything for money.
What that? Oh, I tell you what. Actually, speaking of that fucking Prince of Persia film. Jesus Christ.
You want to talk about hot garbage? Although I think the only thing that I was listening to Mark Kermode. That's another thing. I've been in a YouTube hole of listening to Mark Kermode reviewing films because I found out very recently. Like I always thought he was a bit of a top bloke because I've seen him on like Newsnight, the Culture Review on that, and I thought like he has some pretty witty insights and stuff. But then I found out like just through YouTube that he broadly agrees with me on pretty much everything. Like I would have the same impressions about almost everything.
Yeah.
I think the only two exceptions are the only two Michael Moore films that I think are worth any time, Fahrenheit 9/11 and Bowling for Columbine, are the two he really hates. And what was the other one? I told you about the other one. What was it? Oh, he hates Tarantino. Like most of Tarantino's work, he hates.
Look, Tarantino's
Marmite.
He's the equivalent of like the Smashing Pumpkins. Like you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah. And like his thing about Tarantino.
And I can see arguments for either side.
Yeah. And his thing about Tarantino is that he thinks the only really, really good Tarantino movie is Jackie Brown because it's it's the one that's most free of the Tarantino tropes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And Jackie Brown would be my least favorite, with the exception of probably Death Proof of his movies. But generally speaking, I'm a big fan. Like Pulp Fiction is one of my 3 favorite films.
Boy, we've gone on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Can we just take a second? Because I want to go back because I didn't get my words in about one particular film that you brought up, which was X-Men 3.
Fuck that movie.
Now it's interesting that they got it so right for those first 2 films.
One is okay. 2 is classic. 2 is so good. 2 is the only movie so far where they've allowed Wolverine be Wolverine.
Well, the first one at least sets up like it gets.
It
gets
does some interesting
rolling.
things, and I like the idea that one of my favorite characters from the animated series, because I hadn't really read much X-Men in the comics by that point. One of my favorite characters from the cartoon was always Rogue.
Yeah.
Who was set out to be one of the major characters. So I was happy with that. Obviously pissed that Gambit wasn't in them. But
yeah, and that will be an ongoing fucking story for the next 20 years.
We'll get that next year.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. But it's not only because I don't know what the who he directed them. You probably know this better than me.
Bryan Singer directed the first 2, and Brett Ratner.
Right. Okay. So we had a different director for the third one then, because like that third film just feels so, and it's like the issue with Spider-Man 3 as well. Like they feel so tonally different, and they try to throw in so much shit at one time.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
And Vinnie Jones is Vinnie Jones, but like I didn't feel angry about that film. I just came out of it going, huh.
So pissed.
But again, I'm not the comic book.
Yeah, because as well they took on one of the most beloved arcs from the comic books, the Dark Phoenix saga, and just bottled it.
Yeah,
like it was awful. It really was.
And then not only that, then they proceeded to make a bunch of bad X-Men films with both of the Wolverine films.
Yeah, both Wolverine and probably the third one. Well, they are talking about doing Old Man Logan for the third one, which is a really, really good comic book that I should loan you. But unfortunately, half the characters that are in that aren't licensed by Fox. Because there's not the Hulk, but characters from the Hulk universe. Hawkeye is in it, and a few others that are Marvel Studios and not Fox.
This hasn't stopped either Marvel or Fox from just fucking making these films with half the characters missing anyway.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Like that there's that great joke in the Deadpool movie where they couldn't afford to get any more of the X-Men in.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It's absolutely class.
Yeah, or like fucking 3 Daniel Craig films where Spectre's a thing. Oh no, we don't talk about Spectre.
Did I say Spectre? I meant Quantum. Oh wait, we're allowed to use it again. Spectre.